So, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, on a Sunday morning at almost 10:30 a.m. Central European Time, we're going to review another indie comic called, it's actually a pretty special one by a fellow Dutchie called Genuine Comics, or Dave Brink, with his team. And what you see here is what female characters or female 2D characters will look like in Sony games within the next 5 years. But what actually, it's just a frog. It's a frog. The frog's eye. Just a frog's eye. Cybernetic implants. And yes, I also backed this campaign as well when it came out. But I bought it for the art. Story-wise, it wasn't really spectacular. Let's see if this works. Yep. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to fade this one out of existence. I will still use it as a bookmark for other such books. But what the story is all about is this Dreamgirl sleeper agent. She's to give a backstory. It's about a girl who or a woman who's part of the Dreamwalkers, who has the ability to enter the dream world and to visit other people's dreams. And she could potentially kill you in your sleep, basically. And but as long as you're on the good side, you have nothing to worry about. So let's get into the book. It's written by Dave Brink, Jimenez, Messias, Bola, and someone called HDE. Probably a pseudonym, but I'm not sure. So here we go. Creator and writer Dave Brink. Pencils and inks Jim Jimenez and Messias. Part 1 and Part 2. The color art is done by King Bola, and the lettering is done by HDE. Cover art is by Adam Messias and King Bola. Back cover art is by Paul Rodriguez and Randy Montes. Hope I spelled it correctly. And editor-in-chief, graphic designer of Genuine Comics, Dave Brink. According to box art, Chris Mulgrean. I will spell that correctly, and yes, I did. So now we're going to the beginning of the story. The story takes place in a church with what looks like a priest, with a guy named Elroy. And Elroy Collins. And he assures him it's safe, but things escalate quite quickly. Just surrender to fear, Elroy. Let it consume you, and all will be over. Well, and when you turn the page, what you always have with an uneven page. I also know your fate, Elroy. And what comes walking out of it is called a dream demon is called Garamon. I think it's a Garamon, but I'm not sure. And he has to run for his life, because otherwise he will be consumed by it. And during that moment, this page 3, my bad. You know, with page 3 there's some with uneven pages. That's if you read a little bit about comics and about page what's called pacing. You know that at uneven pages, either someone dies or an unexpected visitor appears. And this is Dreamgirl, who is also known by her true name, Megan. That's her alias. That's her true identity. She's part of the Dreamwalkers, and she faced the Garamon. It's called the Dream Demons, that feed on fear. And it comes to the human is my ticket out of here. And she convinced him to go away. And look, you can say what you want about him, but the artist, pencils and inks, Jim Jimenez, other Messiahs, etc. They know how to draw a nice oshiri. If you don't know what oshiri means, it's Japanese for backside. And no Twinkie Blue Hair Bimbo is going to stop me. No, yeah. But takes place currently the Garamon and and Dreamgirl or Megan are fighting for control over Collins, and she crushes him into the floor, and Collins makes his way out of here as fast as possible. I really like how it flows. The colors are spectacular, and there's a nice feeling to it. Also good paper quality, and coloring is an art style pencils. It's what you would expect from a good American styled indie comic, and ironically it's a Dutch comic. It's from the Netherlands. It's kind of embarrassing that a small company of one or two creators or something, like Genuine Comics or Dave Brink, knows how to provide better stuff than the current big two, which is not surprising at the moment. So Elroy runs to the car, and what's all that? And he tells him what happens. And this guy is actually another German in disguise. Once they try to merge their hands with your faces. What? No, why would? And he grabs his face, and smashes him. And here's Megan or Dreamgirl again. To save, come to save the human, and it's about to get beaten, but the Garamon or the Dream Demons, the Feed on Fear, all work together, and she creates a mental illusion, and Jesus comes to the rescue. Kung Fu action, Jesus. So, and he beats the Garamon, and she escapes. What happens next is, at the hospital, looks like a military hospital or something. Miss Khan's looking at unconscious Elroy Collins, and it appears that the Dreamgirl or Megan actually failed to help to get the Garamon away from him. And what happens next is Miss Collins needs to get away immediately. And what happens next is the Dream Demon takes over Elroy's body, the Garamon is level 3 Garamon. It's currently level 3 Garamon. He uses his body to escape to the real world. And and the shitstorm's about to happen, of course. So here it goes. I like how this is designed. It kind of reminds me of Parasite of DC Comics, and or other alien species. I really like how he's designed. It's not really I like the colors at least. And Dreamgirl blasts him through the wall. Sends him down, and she tries to stop him with the power of her dream energy, but unlike her, the Garamon are actually less affected by the real world than she is. She has a limited power supply, which we'll find out in the next pages. So what he does now is the Garamon uses his tongue to make out with Megan. I'm pretty sure there will be a hentai made of this, or Rule 34. But you know what's going on. This is what she's going to launch backwards towards one of her colleagues, and they try to shoot him to no avail. She stops him with some kind of ropes or tentacles. We go back to the headquarters for what it looks like. And Miss Wright, this Megan Wright, allowed the Class 3 Garamon to enter the real world. So they're looking for a superhero to help her out and to stop this dream demon. And here's the motherboard, with a blurred line over her nipples. And who says she detected some division. One ultraviolet at 19.4 miles from the target area. However, he's an affiliate with Division M. So here enters another superhero with the biceps of Colossus, the strength as well. The mask and the ears of Wolverine and Deathstroke the Terminator. And the guy's known, from those of you who don't know this guy is called Ajax. And Ajax is an other superhero by Genuine Comics. That has his own comic. And yeah, in this story, however, this is more like the intro to him. And yeah, this is the Garamoon, the level 3 class. And yeah, the fear is delicious. And he feeds on Megan or Dreamgirl's fear. And yeah, he senses her power is weakening. And yeah, there's nothing she can do about it. But then here comes Ajax to the rescue. And yeah, he tries to figure out who the hell's the villain. And yeah, it was the hero. And yeah, the level 3 Garamoon tries to grab Ajax to no avail. And Ajax uses it's kind of in the name. It's derived from Greek mythology. He grabs his tongue in a similar way like Goku tried to like Goku did to Piccolo's arm, and does a judo throw straight on the ground. That breaks a few cars apart. So what happened next is the Garamoon feeds on fear. Like I said, the Garamoon feeds on fear, so used to him dead. And yeah, she grabs he's unconscious, and she uses her powers to enter the dream state of him. And Elroy is currently suffering, so yeah, it almost consumed him. And what happens next is she grabs him out of there, and he turns back to normal. Jessica Collins, his wife, runs towards him. Yeah. And yeah, Ice asked himself, what the hell is that thing? It's a Garamoon. Dream demons, night terrors, and they feed on fear, on emotion. So yeah, so they're using the Man in Black approach and wipe everyone's memory. And yeah, Ajax asked the question of what happens if someone takes if one of those Garamoon actually takes over the dream, someone with superpowers like her or him. Well, let's hope that never happens. But if I know these kind of stories, that will eventually happen. And here, the Axiom guys, they're kind of late. And yeah, of course, they're the cleanup crew. Yeah, that's basically the cleanup crew. Ajax said, yeah, they'll meet again. And yeah, she owes him one. And of course, Max, one of the leaders of the Axiom, he's kind of mad at what happened, and about letting a Garamoon level 3 escape through the real world, something her mother would never do. Yeah, it turns out her mother is sick, has some kind of illness. I don't know what kind of illness, but yeah, they're also basically desperately looking for a cure, and yeah, Megan goes to her eventually Megan goes to her house to visit her. Yeah, she enjoyed it, and yes, apparently she went to the park, and she's currently creating her paintings, dedicating herself to the fine arts. And if she needs him, she'll be in the kitchen. Yeah, the woman's called Bibi, nice support character. And that was next is some mother and daughter bonding time. Nice, and she loves colors, and she's drawing. Yeah, this is kind of funny. They're looking both at the painting of a dream demon. I like colors. I also take a forewarning or something. And that's basically the issue. Here's a cover art pin-up with art. This pin-up section. This Dreamgirl by Jim Jimenez and King Bola with the level 3 Garamoon trying to attack her. Yeah, I love the art. Look at those curves and look at those booba. It's always fun, always good to look at. And here's the other one by Gardel Cruz y Randy Montes. Wow, I like, of all the paints I've seen, I like this. I think I like this one the best. I like this one the best. But yeah, It's like some Ajax outfit and more. That's the outfit with all the dreaming demons, and yeah. There's another one, other piece by Fabio Simão. Sounds Portuguese or Brazilian, and King Bola. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of the old DC and Image comics. And Marvel, and wow. Extra thick, extra curvy. This is Dreamgirl by Toby Max. I must say, he knows how to draw, no question. And yeah, here's the other one with the more loosey hair, by Leonardo Gondim and King Bola. And this is a picture of Ajax and Dreamgirl by Eder Messias and King Bola. Again. And this is another one, more innocent version, by Jim Jimenez and King Bola. And of course, here you see some other available comics by Genuine Comics, known as Ice Awakening, the early trials of Ajax. So yeah, the thing is, what I liked a lot of this issue, but yeah, Ice could use a little bit more development. But that's why I think they put this at the back so that you could buy more of it and see how his character develops, even where he came from, how he develops. So yeah, I don't blame it. I kind of want to see more of Ajax. So yeah, maybe next time I'll back this one as well. And yeah, here's another one for not advertising for the Vegan Warrior. And yeah, he's no longer on Indie Planet. Actually, Genuine Comics, Dave Brink has his own store. So I don't know if he still has the Etsy shop. But yeah, he has his own store called genuinecomics.com. It's powered by Shopify, from what I've seen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Basically, I like albums, and this is the back cover. Wow. By Montes, what it looks like. Yeah. What can I say? The artwork is a 9 out of 10. It's really a 10 out of 10. I think Dave has one hell of a crew behind him. And yeah, what's next? Story-wise, it's yeah, I must say, using a female powered superheroine with the powers to enter your dreams and travel between the dream world, etc. That's smart writing. Really smart writing. It's kind of yeah, something different for a change. Something that I liked. Yeah, pencils, etc. Spot on. It's what you expect from an indie comic, and yeah, it's a level of quality that every comic book creator who stays within the American format needs to aspire to, in my opinion. And it's kind of, yeah, like I said, it's kind of embarrassing that a small Dutch indie creator knows how to create better comics than the former big two, even currently better than Image, who's trying to use a labor union to silence creativity. That's unfortunately the reality of a corporate environment. It kills creativity. It's like oil and water. It will never mix. But aside from this slow rant, colors, pencils, lettering, really good. Story-wise, yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. Or story-wise, it's yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. It's yeah. The reason why is because I want to see more of Ajax. Ajax's character was not really developed in this, but yeah, I understand the focus is on her. So overall, I give Dreamgirl, Sleeper Agent, cover A 9 out of 10, or 91 out of 100. My bad. And I can see why Critical Blast has chosen this book to be the best comic of 2021, or the best indie comic, crowdfund comic of 2021, because yeah, I'm convinced this is truly one of the best things coming out in superheroes in 2021, 2022. And yeah, like I said, it's something everyone who makes American-style comics should be aspired to do. It's really, yeah, I could highly recommend picking up this issue if it's still on stock, if it still has stock left. And not, yeah, back Dave Brink's current campaign, Perfect 10, was now around 12,000 euros, which is pretty well for such a book. And yeah, that's all. if you like to see what I'm creating, what I've created. Jaguar Warrior issue 1 is currently available on my own domain at thejaguarwarrior.com, where you can read the first chapter, the first 22 pages for free. And if you like what you saw, you can go to my Gumroad and pick up yourself a digital copy for €4. The reason why I did the €4 is it's not because I want to rip people off, etc. But the thing is, with if I had to ask like €1 for it, then it will mean that I never basically get peanuts, and I want my artist to be able to pay his bills as well. If it's a good approach or not, I don't know, but I'm not doing this for only myself. I'm doing this for both my artists and my family, etc., and for him and for others. It's never in for the money, etc. But that's all. My name's Spoorhacker. Spoorhacker out.